The Rangers kicked off their preseason Monday night, so you know what that means. The regular season's right around the corner. So let's bring in New York Post Rangers reporter Mollie Walker to get us ready for another run. Mollie, we haven't seen you in a long time, but you're back now. Welcome back. Welcome back. All right. So you've been up around Terrytown. You've been around camp. What's the attitude been like around training camp? And who's been balling? Who stood out so far?
It's a great attitude. I mean, coming off a run to the Eastern Conference Final, how could the attitude not be? I think they picked up right where they left off from breakup day. A lot of unfinished business that they want to get to as soon as humanly possible this season. In terms of who's standing out to me, I got to say Keandre Miller just looks like a man who's older, stronger, a playoff run wiser, and the game has just slowed down so much for him. And he actually told me that. And he said that it also gave him confidence to jump on into the play more and contribute more offensively. So I think that we got a good look at that in the game against the Islanders. And I really do expect him to have a pretty good season this year. I also think that Artemi Panarin looks like he's getting back to his dynamic self that we've come to expect from the Russian winger. Obviously, he kind of got away from that a little bit in the playoffs, and he acknowledged it. You know, he said that he felt like the mistakes started to spiral, and he lost a little bit of confidence, and he wasn't really happy with how his playoffs unfolded. So I think that he's really trying to get back to what makes him such an elite player, and so he's definitely someone to watch for this season as well.
Well, during that run, okay, Panarin kind of struggled a little bit, lost that confidence, but the kid line played with all types of confidence during the playoffs. How will that experience help them moving forward? And will they stay together this season, you think?
I think that the experience is just going to do wonders for that group, for those three. I think that especially with Philip Hedl, I think he really got his first taste of what it was like to be an impact player. And for those reasons, I really expect him to have a good season. And I feel like with Capo and Lafreniere as well, I think that they really just the game slowed down for them too a little bit. And I think that it's gonna really help them adjust in this season as well. I think that I'm very curious to see if they do start the season together. I think that might be a comfortable starting point for them. All three of them said that they were pretty happy to be on a line together again early in team scrimmages, earlier in training camp. But for the Rangers, obviously, especially Lafreniere and Capo Caco, they need to be top six players at some point. Whether it's this season or next is yet to be seen. But I think that we could also see Gerard Gallant experiment with those two in the top six and with other combinations just to have a better idea of where their game is at this point in time.
All right, let's talk about the new guy, the new addition. Vincent Trocheck was the Rangers' big name pickup during the offseason. How's he looked? How's he settling in with the club?
He's been settling in. He's settled in with his wife. He's got 2 kids and 2 dogs. So they settled in the Westchester area. And I think that he's been fitting in pretty well. Obviously, getting to skate next to Artemi Panarin is a privilege in itself, and he has been treating it as such and talks about it as such. When he first signed, that was a huge selling point for him. And Gerard Gallant also indicated that he would probably take Ryan Strom's spot on the top power play. So that's something to look out for this season as well. But for this kind of team, it's pretty easy to integrate into. It's a very welcoming locker room.
Well, we welcome the Rangers back. They open up their season October 11th against the Lightning. Mollie, you're about to be real busy, but thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.